beasts, aren't they? Chuffed to bits. The smallest little thornback. I'm just concentrating on not losing the rod over the side. And his eyes. He's got amazing eyes. Doggy in the boat. Golden mullet. There's a bit of weight to that, you know. And that's what we want, don't we? We don't want the same all the time. We want something different, a good old show. Hello and welcome to the channel. I've just rigged up, I've just fired out both rods, and I got a bite. Let's get have a look, let's see what we got. Let's have a little look-see. Don't know what I've got here. That was quick. If it is small, I'm not going to call it because that, whatever it is, if it is very small, but I've got small rigs I'm scratching today. It might be a little sole. Don't know. Soon find out. Little schoolie bass. That's a light coloured one. That's a nice early start to the session. Earlier than I thought. Let's get this little critter unhooked. Oh, he's nice light hook. Let's get you out, mate. Let's get you out. There we go. Alright. I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back. Come here, whoa. There we go. So I think this is going to be a mixed species evening tonight, but there's a good start. Lovely little schoolie bass. Let's get him back. Go on, bud. Come on. Keep away. What a little cracker. So I haven't done my introduction yet, but just in time, just as the camera's rolling, I've just had that little schoolie bass. Ian Timms is with me on my right hand side, and the famous YouTuber that is the Shaky Angler. You alright, bud?
Hi, buddy.
Jump in, have a quick go on camera.
Made it finally.
Through the traffic.
Nightmare.
Really bad
Absolute
traffic.
nightmare getting here.
Summer traffic.
Yeah, I've forgotten how busy it is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Not kidding, mate. That's been out 5 minutes. I've had a bass.
I just see you put something back.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Guys down there are catching sole and rays.
I'll probably drop that way. And
there's room in this groin if you want to go to the end, or if you want to go into the next groin. Or there's room at whichever way you want to go.
I'll probably go to the next groin. I ain't the greatest of casters. And
what have you got for bait?
Ragworm and mackerel.
Because I've got a truck ton of ragworm if you run out.
Yeah, I've got loads anyway. So yeah, cheers anyway. But I've had a disaster yesterday. I've gone down to I'll go and check the bait out, the rest of it.
Yeah, freezer's been going off. Tripped out.
Horrible. It's minging.
Oh,
and
mate.
I was like, I was like, that's staying there. I'm going fishing. Sod it.
So you still like it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
You ain't going to be happy with Mrs. Shakes?
No, mate. It's outside in the garden, thank God. But man alive, I was like, annoying. I've lost. It's not too bad. I've lost a couple of boxes of squid and some mackerel and bits and pieces. But she put a few lovely bits of beef in there, so we've lost that as well.
Yeah, mate.
So we'll see how it goes and go from there, sort of thing. But can't wait.
Catch you later, bud. So that was a bit of an unusual start. I mean, short sleeves, bare feet. I've taken my shoes and socks off. There's a sight to behold. Got my little rotund belly out. Middle-aged fisherman. I've got the luxury of having Ian Timms fishing with us tonight. He's come down and met us down here. Shaky, as you've just seen, he's just rocked up with his freezer failure at home. And if I'm squinting, it's because it's still bright sunlight. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. It's going to be a gorgeous evening. High water's about 10:30. I'm fishing, scratching, multiple species. Ian Timms is focused on a small-eyed ray, and I got a fair shout to thinking that Shaky might want a small-eyed ray as well. It's a good beach for that. So what am I fishing? 6 and baits, a pair of. 2 hook clip downs rigs with tiny little size 4 hooks. I'm going to do a making of that rig very soon on the channel. It's going to be the 2 hook clip down 5 foot scratching rig matched to these rods. So I'll add that to the series that is the beach fishing series. I tend to use grip weights in one sense or another, but tonight, because I'm fishing in a gully, I'm reading the water, there's a gully about 40-60 yards out, I want the rig to search out. So I'm using duck billed weights, which if you lift the rod tip high, the weight will tilt and move, and if you lay it down, it will seek sideways. That's how I understand it. I'm willing to be corrected, but it's not just a rolling lead. It won't just roll and find the low point. I can sort of move it at my will. I can raise the rod tip, move it a piece, and then set it back down, and it will settle as well. So nice to seek out a schoolie bass at this time of day with still bright sunlight. Shows there's fish there. The guys in the next groin, we've seen they've had like a slip of a sole already. I'd love one of those tonight. And there's a few unusual species. So there's small-eyed you can catch here. Brill have shown from here. Bass, sole, plaice, all that kind of stuff. So that's the plan for this evening. There's 3 of us fishing, there's 6 rods in the water. See if we can find something interesting, eh? I'm set for it. I'm really up for this today. Really excited. Lots of people enjoying the evening sun on the beach. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I haven't got to the point of getting the guns out. They're more like strung out catapults and guns nowadays. But yeah, people walking along the beach, people enjoying themselves. No litter left on the beach today, which is nice to see. It has been a bit infamous for having like having to have litter picks because people have just trashed the beach. But it's looking good. It's looking clean. It's looking nice. Get yourselves down here. Get fishing. I'm not sure what we need the fire engine on the beach for. He's having a good old driving along. Maybe they just come down here for ice cream. I'm having a bit of a jingle jangle on this one. Looks like a stereotypical bass bite, to be honest, but you never can tell. That's the 3rd one of the evening. Nicely lip hooked. Just get that hook away from you, mate. Don't want to hook you again, foul hook you. Lively little critter. Hey, he's tiny. He's only a smalling. Ooh. Look at that. Lovely little bass. Nice to see him. Amazing. Pearlescence in them. Right, I'm going to get this one back. That's the 3rd one so far. And away he goes. So I didn't get a chance to film the second one because he slack-lined me and I was having a chat with the other guys and I didn't notice, and he was deeper hooked, so I managed to get the hook out, but I just wanted to get him back in as quick as possible. Sun's just dipping over the horizon, so it's going to get dark soon. Gonna have to start rigging some lights. Let's get this up a little bit. Gonna have to rig some lights. So I've had 3 bass so far. No flat species. Quite prominent, the fact I've had no flat species yet. So with the 2 hook clip, what I've done is I've doctored another rig, cut the snoods off and clipped them onto the weight clip. So I'm fishing one below the weight as well. So I'm hoping to pick out a couple of sole. I'd like a sole tonight. Just got my legs wet. I went too far out into the surf. Barefoot, it's lovely. Barefoot in the sand. Short sleeves. I've got my hoodie for when it gets cooler later. But yeah, stunning. Ian's holding out for a ray, so he's putting out ray rigs, ray baits. He's using an up and over and sand eel and squid wraps. Shaky, going to catch up with him in a bit, see how he's getting on. I've been concentrating on my own stuff really, I haven't really been watching what's happening over that side. But yeah, It's fishing. I'd just like something flat, long and flat. I'd like a sole. Hopefully just this sun dips now. This is the time. The run up to high water, next 2 hours. And now that I've clipped those extra snoods, so I'm fishing 3 hooks now with 1 baited below the weight. But yeah, bait up and get out. Yeah, there's something there. Oh, looks of it. I don't think I need to leave that to develop. I don't know. Might be mucking me about. You never know, do you? I've got a little gurnard. That's different. Let's get this little character unhooked. I didn't expect a gurnard here. Right, let's get this unhooked, buddy. Oh, yeah, there we go. We'll get you washed off in a bucket, get that sand off you. There, little gurnard. Let's get you washed off in a bucket. Let's get him on camera. Look at that. Look at the blue flash on his fins. Camera's just focusing in. There's a paddle of the tail and that. They're amazing colours. Look at those eyes. Look at that. The blue flash. Loads of spikes. I'm going to go and get him back in. Unceremonious plop, but he's away. I think gurnard was the only species I didn't list. Gave a cracking little bite. Proper little rod jangler. Albeit a little rod jangler. Yeah, 3 bass and a gurnard. Loving it. Loving it. Oh, the beach dwellers are in. Yeah, right. Get that back out. Right, so the change in rigs. Everyone's rods are going crackers. So Shaky's just gone running off for his rod. The Dorset angler's just gone running off with his rod. And there's a little Plaice. Tiny, tiny little baby Plaice. You see that? Everyone's rod's just gone crackers. He's running down the beach. Shaky's running up the beach. Yeah, so I'm going to get this little critter back in. So the first flat species, so we've had 3 bass, a gurnard and a Plaice. What a stunner. It's in minute. It was lovely hooked as well. You know when you get these and you hope they're not deep hooked. It was lovely hooked. I'm going to get him back in before he dries out. What a stunner. Target achieved. That's Ian in the foreground and Shaky out in the background. Trying to weasel out a couple of fish. Ian sticking to his guns and going for the small eye. Double sand eel and squid. Shaky in the background. I've just seen him reel in what looked like a Plaice or a dab. And the old sunset in the background. That's facing west. What a gorgeous night. Oh, there's a bite there. Quite an angry bite. See if we've got something on here. Got another school bass, nicely lip hooked. Come on, bub. If you bite the hook, I can't let you go. Yeah. Ooh. Don't drop you on the sand. Another little schoolie. That's number 4. We want your bigger brothers and sisters, mate. Let's get you back. I must admit, it is nice. It's just getting dark enough for head torches now. It's nice just to be warm, short sleeves, barefoot, walking into the water to release that fish in the sand. It's lovely, isn't it? Lovely, lovely, lovely. When the British summer's right, it's right. When it's not, it's rubbish, isn't it? Right, so the rig. It was just a 2-hook clip down rig. But then the only thing I've added is I've clipped a snood on to the weight clip. So I'm fishing one below the weight as well. So it's a 2 up, 1 down. And I'm not even bothering to clip it, to be honest. It's just going out as it is. Ragworm baits, that made a bit of a mess of that one. I need to refresh that. So yeah, so it's a 2 up, 1 down, 1 below the weight, and the one below the weight is connected to the weight really. So it's not giving that good a bite indication. But it's doing the business. It's winkling out the small stuff. Let's just have a look at this middle hook. It's winkling out the small stuff. I've got a piece of ragworm here. And I'm only using little pieces of ragworm. I'm not using lots of ragworm. I'm not using big whole ragworm or bunches or anything like that. It's just little pieces, 1-2 inches. Make sure I've got a proud hook point. Little mess of ragworm like that. It could be a little bit more finesse than that, but I don't think they're fussy. Hungry fish are hungry fish. I'm going to get this one out, and it is just like a Fosby flop. There's no rhyme or reason to this casting, I tell you. It's not pretty. It's a flop. What cast is that, Mark? It's a flop it out cast. Just smooth it out so it doesn't snap it. Pull the worm off. And that's it for me. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. So that's that one out. Clip it up, put it in the rest, and we're fishing. It was pretty aggressive when it went, but I'm guessing it's still only a schoolie. There must just be a big shoal of them out there. Albeit, it looks a bit quieter now. Oh, I don't know. It was jingling away just a minute ago. One of those kind of bites that gets you all excited. And then you think, no, I don't know, that's not a big fish bite. It's not running with it. It's just jingling, playing with it. Oh, yeah, no, still something there, I think. We might have to have a little look-see. Oh, yeah, there's something there. See what we got. Around. Still think it's only small. What we got? Oh no! It is a sole. Our sole. Our sole. That was a good bite for a sole. Tiny little sole. Get this little critter unhooked. Right, let's have a look. God, he's lively. Look how lively he is. He's going crackers. Now then, these are notoriously difficult to hold on to. I'm going to wash him off in the bucket again. Oh dear, he's a nightmare. You don't want to be held on to. So this is the third attempt to hold him up for the camera without him going chicken oriental and getting covered in sand again. I've washed him off, I've recovered him in the bucket. He's a tiny little slip of a sole, but that's a Plaice and a sole. So I've had four or five bass, a gurnard, a Plaice, a sole. What a cracking little species night. I'm going to get this one back in. They're lively. If you've ever caught or held one of these, they are difficult. I'm going to get him back in. So a little sole. What a cracker. What an absolute stunner. I love them. They're so wiry, they're so strong. That was a cracking little bite. I was convinced that was a little bass. And it wasn't. Little Southbourne sole. Right, bait up, back out. Quite a natty little bite, that one. Oh yeah, he's still there, look. He's still there. See what we got. It's all smaller species this, but it's such good fun. Especially when you don't know what you're going to get. I peeked too soon. I missed that one. Please excuse the noise behind me. There's some teenagers having some fun on the beach. They're quite loud. But I've got a bucket of fish. It's gone crazy over the last few minutes. So I have got a very pretty little Plaice. I don't know if that's the fish making the noise or our American cousin. Either way, she's loud. So there's the Plaice. Plaice is going back in. Right, these are lively, really lively. So I've got 2 slips of the sole, and you know, our sole, oh, they're impossible to hold on to. I can't even grab hold of it. Where's he go? Oh no, that's the Plaice again. Right, it's very clear that these are, oh yeah, look, he's wiry. Oh, he's lively. Yeah, it should be a new sport. Woo! Soul wrestling. They are just comical. They're crazy. So there's one. Woo! All right, mate. All right, get back in the bucket. You naughty boy. Right, there's another one there somewhere. Here he is. I got him. I got him. Oh, or her. Oh dear, this is crazy. How are you going to get that out the bucket? I don't know. That's the same one. This is the other one. I can feel it. It's smaller. Wow, look how small that is. And that is absolutely bristling with muscle. Got to try. He's going to jump out of my hand, you watch. Right, I've got hold of his head. There we go. He's tiny. It is about the size of my hand. But they go like the absolute crackers. So there's 2 sole and a Plaice in the bucket. Right. What am I doing? What are you doing, Mark? I'm playing silly buggers with sole and Plaice. Right. I'm going to go and put them back in. We've got kids swimming in the beach at night. Hopefully they're not going to get themselves hooked up. And I think we're going to be going soon. So if I don't catch anything else, once I let these go, that's going to be it. But if I do catch something else, obviously I'll be back. It's been difficult filming tonight. It's been really busy. Managed to get the light rig eventually. Ian's still holding out for a ray. Shaky's had, I think he had a turbot earlier on, which I'd have loved one of those tonight. So I think Shaky's got the species tonight with the turbot. But I've had loads of those little sole, Plaice, bass, a gurnard. It's been amazing. I've enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm in the process of packing up. Ian's practically packed up, and I think Shaky's just starting to break his kit down. What a cracking night. I had a double shot of sole, a couple of Plaice, gurnard, and multiple bass. Multiple to the point where there's still one in the bucket now. I'm just going to tickle him out. He says he's going to fight me. He's a lively little spark. These have all been of the same sort of stamp. Tiny, sprightly. Put them in the bucket and they liven right up. So I'm going to go and get him back in the water. I find with the smaller bass, if you put them straight in, they go belly up, you're like, oh no. But you put them in the bucket of water, they rejuvenate themselves, they sort of settle themselves down, and as you can see, they're very sprightly. So he's going to go back. But yeah, all it means for me to say is to say goodbye, really. So tight lines, happy fishing. Hope to see you sometime soon. From me, from here, for now, it's goodbye. I think we're fishing tomorrow night as well. Hounds. We're going to go and chase the hounds, I think, tomorrow. And one more as a PS, PPS, whatever. To all the subscribers, a really, really deep, heartfelt thank you. We tipped 5,000 subscribers tonight. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So, thank you very much. And good night. Take care.